Mhm. Oh,
Good morning, everybody. We are coming to you live. Bex and I wanted to give you our convention recap and do a little overview of the new products and some of our reviews on what we've used so far. And so here we are. We love going to convention, one because it's so much fun and we've talked to you guys about that before, but also because we learn so much about the new research, the new studies, all the work doTERRA is doing behind the scenes. And they do a lot of work behind the scenes. All the good they're doing in other areas. And then, of course, all about the new products. And we get to see the holiday products, which are really cool and always fun to see. So those will be out in November, and there will be more to come on those. But it's just a really fun time. And Bex and I were kind of on our own this year. A lot of people watched online, and we're hoping to get more of you out there with us next year because we have so much fun. It's just like
we
yeah, fun girls' weekend, but all the while learning all this amazing information. So anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of mind blowing how much information you take in really such a short space of time, and then we squeeze in lunches and little cocktail bars, and it's a whole thing. We just love it. We have a great time. We snuggle into a hotel room. We squeeze as many in as we can, and it's cozy and very fun.
Uh,
Very fun.
yes, it's something you just have to do once.
Definitely.
So one of my favorite, and I'm not sure if this is one of Bex's favorite things about this convention, was learning about this study that is an ongoing multi-tier study that they're going to do with every single oil, but they started with lavender because it's probably the most used, most well-known oil. So many great things about this study. One being that this study is being published in a pharmaceutical journal. So this is so huge for essential oils, the essential oil industry, etc. But doTERRA stands out as a company because of the research they do and the effort time they spend on making sure their oils are pure. And so this study is just I'm drawing a blank on the word, but it's like the culmination of all these years of work on proving that this their essential oils are pure and they're pure over time, they're consistent over time. So it's huge. And the doctor, Dr. Osgathorpe, that presented this to us, he is a pediatric infectious disease doctor, which I think one is fascinating in itself. So that's his background. He came to work with doTERRA, and he was a skeptic. He did not believe that the essential oils could make the difference and have the benefits they do. And his patients would use them, and he was skeptical. And so he began studying for himself and researching and realizing that there were studies showing that essential oils were beneficial and effective. And then he came to work for doTERRA, and his role in the company, and I have to look at my notes because I want to say this correctly, but his role in the company was to, please hold, validate the use of essential oils in the medical setting. Okay, so this was his goal. And so what we have proved with this study is that doTERRA essential oil, lavender in particular, for now, every time, every batch, every year, it's the same. And so what Dr. Osgathorpe presented to us was, I'm going to show this other slide first. And Bex, jump in when you want to. But what they did.
I'm just letting you go. I'm letting you go because I've got things that I know, but you're probably going to say it. So I'm like, just go, just say it.
Okay, well, and then you follow up. Okay, so what they did was they took, I think it was 50 to 80 brands of a lavender essential oil off the market, and they tested them for purity. And I believe it was 2/3 of the essential oil, lavender essential oils, were found to be adulterated, were found to be not pure. So 1/3 of lavender essential oils on the market for this study were found to be pure essential oils. What they then did is over 4 years, they took hundreds and hundreds of batches of doTERRA essential oil to and tested them over and over and over, and found that, now I'm going to go back, that the standard deviation of the two main constituents of essential oil, I sound so smart right now, linalool and linalool acetate, those two were found to have very little deviation. Okay, so you can see the numbers here, 29.45, 30.28, 32.44. It's like the difference of like one, I don't know, 2, maybe 1.8%, right? So there's very little range. It stays consistent. And the same for this linalool acetate.
But
go ahead.
I want to add that, so then on that third column, you can see that linalool can be anywhere between 20 to 45 and still be considered pure, right? Yes. And linalool acetate, that's not how you say it, but okay, can be anywhere between 25 and 47. So even to be considered normal and consistent, there's still a big swing.
Yes.
So Osgood thought we're still not happy with that, because even though chemically speaking, it's okay to have a linalool content anywhere between 20 and 45, and you can still claim it to be pure. He was saying, no, that's not good enough. We want ours to be the same every single time. Now, it's very hard to get that because we're naturally sourcing a product. So the amount of hours of sun in a day will change from one day to the next, 1 year to the next, or, maybe you'll have a wetter winter, or everything impacts your harvest. And there's all these extraneous variables that there's nothing that you can do to control that. There's nothing you can do at all. And so that's why it's allowed to have such a big span to still be considered pure. But Osgood thought was not happy with that and wanted his numbers to be incredibly tight. And that's what Gina is talking about with the standard deviation. So our standard deviation is only between 1 and 2%, right, Gina? Mm-hmm. I think it comes out less than 2% every single time. Yes. And that's why dōTERRA is different, because they pursue what's pure.
Exactly.
Even though it takes longer. And it's not particularly cheaper to do it that way. They don't care. They just do it.
Absolutely. I found it here. It's 1.32 and 1.912 over 4 years and 133 batches. That was the standard deviation they found. So that
whereas other companies may be, 20 different.
Yeah.
And it's still okay. Yeah. It's still okay.
Yeah. But yes, like you said,
then you're not getting the same thing every time. So you truly could be like, wow, I had a great, my body responded really well to lavender last month, but this month it's not. Well, it's probably because you're using a different bottle. And if it's not dōTERRA, it's not going to be consistent.
Yes. Yeah. And so the reason they are so excited about this study is that now they can do human trials, and they can, because it is consistent over time, and it's pure essential oil consistent over time, they can now do human trials. And this is the first time this has ever been done. So it's huge. And so now what they're going to do is it's like a 4-tier study. And I'm looking back on my notes because I didn't put that slide on, but
I didn't take notes on this. I was like enthralled in it all and forgot to write.
Yes, I know. And we would have to find that slide. But anyway, it is a 4-tier study where they look at the purity, then they look at how it works in the body, and all these different things. So now they can test it in the body. And what was so cool is that they found that the half-life of lavender in our body, so how long lavender lasts in our body, is like 3 hours. So now we know when you have, say it's soreness or stress or whatever you're using lavender for that day, you can apply that every 3 hours and know that your body is using that for 3 hours. And again, in 3 hours, you can apply again. So this is something that we've never known. And they're going to, again, test every essential oil to figure out all these, all this information for us and share it with us. So it's just huge. They partnered with the University of Mississippi National Center for Natural Product Research to do this study. So it's just huge, guys. Anything else?
It is. It's no. I have just here that I must have written something, but then I stopped. dōTERRA is now considered to be pharmaceutical grade. Human-based clinical trials have never been done before because consistency could not be achieved until now. And it's only available with dōTERRA only. People will copy us, but remember, the biggest form of flattery is to be copied. So just know that you're with the right company, they're doing the right things, and all findings are FDA compliant. So that's huge.
And they want to prove it. And that's what I think over all these years of the company being in business, that was their goal, was to prove it. To prove what they're saying, to have the science, the research, the proof behind what they say. And so it's pretty cool.
Definitely. He opened his presentation by talking about the ethos. So we all trust our own experiences with oils. We all can trust that, oh, hey, Gina really swears by the lifelong vitalities, so I'm going to give it a go. And then you've got the pathos, which is like your emotional impact on the world. So when you've literally seen somebody go from being super sick and then transforming and being much better, maybe they have severe arthritis and they've been almost crippled, but by using deep blue and copaiba, they've had that little bit more movement for several hours in the day. But there was never that logos, that the logic and reasoning behind it. And Osgood Thorpe is like a dog with a bone. He will not let it go. He's crazy. He's definitely a man on a mission with it all. So it's funny to watch him talk because you can see that he can't believe that he's saying these things, because he's such a man of science that he's like, and we did it. We've got it, and
cracked the code.
It's like, I'm proving myself wrong. We've nailed it, and so it's good. They're the essential oil company with a conscience. That's what they are.
Absolutely. Okay, I did find it. So the tiers are, they're testing the purity. Okay, that this oil is pharmaceutical grade. So lavender has passed the pharmaceutical grade, test. Study 2 is to look at the consistency. The oil is consistent across multiple batches over multiple years. And the third is the dosing study. So that's what we talked about with as far as the half-life of, lavender in our bodies and how much we use and how long it lasts. So those are the 3 tiers. Okay.
All right.
Super awesome.
All right. I'm excited now. Come on, Gina.
Yay! Okay. So of course, there's more takeaways at the end that I thought of as looking back through my notes. But we want to talk a little bit about these new products. So yes, so many good things. And gosh, do you have a favorite yet, Bex?
Quite boring. I love the dish soap.
Yeah, the dish soap is great.
It works. I feel like so many of those natural dish soaps have just been crap. Mm-hmm. And I've tried them all and end up going back to those horrible ones because I like to get some suds going and scratch the dirt off, and saws. I even tried the On Guard cleaner to wash my dishes and it still wasn't great. I know you've done that, but it just didn't work for me. But this dish soap is amazing, and it smells, it's got grapefruit in it. I just love the way it changes the scent of it all. And it works. Yeah, it works. Yes, that's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, boring, I know, but
no, it's not. It's not.
Oh, actually, that's not my favorite. I have other favorites, but we'll talk about them as we go.
Yes. Okay. This is one of my favorites. And this, I wanted to explain the ingredients of these little chewable tablets and kind of why they formulated it the way they did. So this is the new On Guard chewable tablet. We thought it was going to be chalky. It's not chalky. It's like a little, it's like a sweet tart almost. Like a hard.
I don't know what that is, but I'll go with it.
It's like a little hard candy. It has the On Guard flavor, but they formulated this with all the things that are kind of crucial right now for certain viruses that are in and around us. So they formulated this with zinc, which is crucial for normal development and function of cells mediating a non-specific immunity. Vitamin D, and this vitamin D is from an algae source, so it is vegan. Studies show vitamin D's causal role in our immune system. Vitamin C, 150 milligrams. They dosed it this way because that is a daily preventative dose. So it's not too much, it's not too little. It's like right on for your daily preventative dose. And then beta glucan, which activates the immune response immediately. So basically these tablets prime your immune system daily, just to kind of wake all the, the parts of your immune system up, just to be ready in case there is a threat. And if there is a threat, then you start applying your, heavy hitter oils, and you're diffusing, and you're, taking your capsules to really knock out the virus. But this is your daily kind of just prime it up, get it ready if it needs to be.
Yeah, I also wanted to add as well, we actually, we were chatting to a nurse at the hotel where everybody was staying, and she was saying that those 4 ingredients, or yeah, we can call them ingredients, right? Those 4 vitamins, whatever, are something that when you've been in hospital with a virus, yes, you got me, and you get released and sent home, your aftercare is to increase your daily intake of these 4 things. And so all we can think is that dōTERRA have worked again alongside the medical professionals and come up with this great little supplement. My kids will eat them. They are a little on guard spicy for gentle mouths, fragile mouths.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of, it's like anything, you just have to get used to it, but I like them, and I love the citrus that comes through afterwards as well. I like it.
Yeah, I like them too. And I guess I just feel good that I have one little thing I could put in to prime the immune system every day.
So. Right. And they were designed, I believe, you can take 2 or 3 a day. Like, it doesn't have to be a 1 a day. I think that's why the amount of like the vitamin C and everything are that little bit lower, is because they're designed to take more. Like, you can take a few.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any threats around you, that sort of thing, yes, of course.
Gina, can you watch out for Paige? She's accidentally unplugged her modem while she was cleaning, and so it's obviously logged her off, but she's going to come back on.
Okay.
Okay. She may need letting in.
I'll get a little alert. So okay. Okay. So this one, Bex, the deep blue stick.
Oh, I love this one. Did you want me to talk about this?
You want to start?
I will start. Absolutely. I'll start, I'll finish, I'll do it all. All right. So they did a really funny presentation when they were announcing this one. They were like, you think of mac and cheese and salt and pepper, and they're coming like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and they're like coming up with all these like power teams. And then they were like Copieva and Deep Blue, and we're all like, woo! So it's crazy. You've got to come to convention with us, people.
And remember, it fell from the sky. They had.
Oh yeah, it did. Don't you remember? I caught it, and that woman behind me took it from me. Yeah. Oh my God, really? I forgot about that.
They had this little roller hooked to a little parachute, and there's people in the rafters of this giant stadium dropping them toward us, and they would float down, and you could catch them. Yes, and Bex had it in her hand, but someone whisked it away. So we didn't get one right away, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah. But then I got my kit. Gina got her kit sent home accidentally, so we opened mine in the hotel room.
Yeah.
That's the whole story. Anyway, so if you haven't tried Deep Blue and Copaiba together yet, I don't know why not, because they are amazing. My favorite way to use Deep Blue has always been Copaiba oil in my hand and then Deep Blue rub, and then just put it wherever you're aching. But I have to agree, you have to pick and choose your time to do it, because then your hands are all slicked up, and if you happen to poke your eye, or if you're a gentleman and you go to the bathroom, you can have problems, right? Because it's got some mentally excitement to it, this oil. It has Deep Blue. So they also created this. It's like a stick. It's like a solid gel stick almost. It's not like a gel. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a solid lip balm almost on a very large scale. And it's been designed so that it's kind of like a hands-free application. So if you've got kiddos who play basketball and they really want to, maybe apply Deep Blue to a shoulder pain partway through the game or on their knees. I know, like, with Leo plays soccer, and so he has some issues with one of his knees, and so he now can apply this Deep Blue stick without it getting on his hands, because there's nothing worse than having it on your hands, like I say, and then getting it in your eye or something. And if you're in the middle of a competitive sports game, you can't just be like, I need to go get some coconut oil and flush this out, and there's no time for that, so it's Deep Blue and Copaiba all together in a handy dandy stick. You just twist it up and it's phenomenal. And I've been personally using it on my Achilles heel, both of them, and I have seen a big difference, Gina. I have.
Good.
I was struggling. I was walking around like an old woman, guys, in Utah. It was a problem. I would get up in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet flat to the ground because my Achilles was so tight. And which is really bizarre, because I'm not somebody who's like stiff. I don't really get it. Anyway, I don't know what I've done, but it has really eased it. It has, but I haven't been doing it for the last, say, week, and I've noticed it again. So I do need to keep up on it.
You do.
It works.
Consistency is key with natural products, right? Because they're flushing out of your system. They're not getting stuck in your system. So this is cool also because it meets the requirements as an over-the-counter product by the FDA.
Oh, yeah.
So we can actually, normally we have to kind of tiptoe around the benefits of things because they're not approved by the FDA. And the FDA catches us saying, this Deep Blue stick, relieves pain, and, you have to be really careful. So now with this, we don't have to be careful at all because the FDA recognizes this as an over-the-counter product that is beneficial for pain and injuries and arthritis and all of that. So
yeah, you can actually say it. It's good for, I did write this down. Aches, pains, bruises, sprains, and arthritis are all over-the-counter claims that we're legally allowed to say. So you can shout from the rooftops that this Deep Blue stick will help people with arthritis, and nobody's going to get us into trouble for it. You can say it. And they also did, the EWG, like the clean, whatever that is, the app.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It scored 1, which I think is as low as you can pretty much go. So awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I got a few people ordered this from me like last month before it was even available. They're like, as soon as that's out, I need one of those.
Oh, so. Me too. I took it to Texas when we went last weekend, and we were all surfing and wakeboarding, and people who haven't like surfed in 10 years or wakeboarded in 25 years or whatever. Yeah. Maybe not that long, but everybody was rolling this on. They loved it. So yeah, this is definitely one that will probably convert some people to dōTERRA products.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know how much of the stick is full of the stuff.
Oh,
but I was kind of concerned, like, oh no, I hope there's not like just a little bit in there and it's all just packaging. But I've been using mine a lot, and there's no sign of an end yet, so that's good.
Good. Yeah, it's a good one. So I always get really excited when there's a new roller, just because it's easy, it's convenient. I mean, it's just mess free, all of that. And so this, it's hard to even see, but this is the Copaiba Touch Roller, which again is great to pair with the stick we just talked about. But the primary benefits they talked about are promoting a clear, smooth complexion, natural skin hydration, healthy looking skin, minor skin lesions. But I really love Copaiba for injuries, stress, menstrual pain, like right on the ovaries down there, roll that on. It's one of the most effective I've found, put with Claricom and peppermint. Helps with sleep. I put a drop of Copaiba under my tongue every night, and it's like knocking me out. And then,
really?
Yes. And then I put my cedarwood on, because you know I love my cedarwood, but it is.
I know you like to bathe in that. I know.
Yeah, and a lot of people like the Copaiba soft gels before bed with the Serenity soft gels, but I'm just dropping a drop of that oil right under my tongue. Oh my gosh, it is like heavenly.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They were talking a lot about the skin benefits of this one. That's why they've made the Copaiba Touch, because they want people to not just use it for restoring that homeostasis in their body, like the internal use of it. They're wanting us to use it more for the just the appearance of your skin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's
Gina
like,
was very excited about this one. I was like, okay, sure. What's next? Let's go. You know
why I get so excited about the rollers. It just like, because I can make a roller, but you know, when doTERRA makes it, it's even better.
Well, oh yeah. I don't make my own rollers anymore. I'm a lazy daisy.
See, exactly. Now you don't have to make your Copaiba roller.
Right. I might use it more as well. You actually. So okay. We're moving on, Rebecca. Okay. Focus.
So Madagascar vanilla. This was a huge.
Oh my.
I guess it's actually not an oil, but a
absolute
that people have been asking for forever. You know, because vanilla is like one of those scents that's put in everything, lotions and candles, and everything smells like vanilla. I don't like the vanilla scented stuff usually because it doesn't smell natural. But now we have this Madagascar vanilla, and the whole sourcing of this is really cool. And I'll let Bex talk about that. But so they have they use pressurized CO2 and natural alcohol in a 2-step extraction process that captures the natural vanillin component from the beans, creating an absolute to combine with coconut oil. So this is 100% pure and natural, which doesn't happen a lot of time with vanilla. I mean, probably, I don't know a percentage, but most of the time.
I have it. It's less than 1% of vanilla flavor that you find on the market anywhere. Less than 1% is actually real.
There we go.
Vanilla is the easiest, apparently, the easiest scent and taste to synthesize. And that's what, and it's incredibly in demand. And so that's what, but less than 1% of it is actually real. And when we talk about how they get it, you'll see why. It's insane.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Are you done? Do you want me to go now? Yeah. So, and I get muddled up, so help me if I miss some pieces, but the bee that used to pollinate the vanilla bean blossoms or the vanilla blossoms either died out or is not around, or there's only one of them left, and I don't know. There's not enough bees to do the pollinating. And so a boy discovered that he could pollinate these blossoms by hand. And so he would use like a piece of bamboo, and pollinate the blossoms so that the bean could then grow by hand. It's mind-blowing. We saw a video of all of this happening. So basically, because there were not enough bees, or there were no bees, that's why we didn't have any vanilla. Hence, I think why there's so many synthesized versions of it. It's because it's so hard to get. So, but here's the other thing. So already we have humans doing the bees work, right? But then the blossom only blossoms one day a year. And I think you've got to do it in a morning as well. So it's not just like, okay, so we're all going to go out on this one specific day because well, you're not going to know, like the blossoms just blossom and then you've got to be ready to run out there with your bamboo stick and start pollinating. But it has to be done like at a certain time in the morning. You only like get I think a window of a couple of hours to get this done. And these workers are doing it by hand. It's insane. And then it can take 8 to 9 months before the bean's even ready after that. So you don't know if you pollinated it right because it takes another 8. It must be like a thankless job, this, for 8, 9 months. And then finally, you get it. It takes 25 kilos of beans to make, 25 kilos of beans to make 1 kilo of Absolute. So this is an incredibly precious Absolute. It's not an oil. The pricing's not bad, Gina, right? I mean, what is it, 35, something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
And it's going to be, they were talking a lot about whenever you're doing your diffuser blends, you're trying to do like, a pumpkin spice blend, there's always something missing. That something was vanilla. And so now we finally have it. And so obviously you can use this aromatically, you can use it topically and internally. So it's going to be great. I can't wait actually to try this maybe in a latte or when I'm baking. It's going to be great. And then I haven't played with it in the diffuser yet, but I did write down that they recommended jasmine and vanilla.
Oh, together. I did too. One other thing that we learned about this vanilla Absolute is that it has very similar diketones. It has a very rare diketone that they just discovered, and I'd have to do more research on diketones. But it's a constituent found in helichrysum and manuka. And a lot of us know that helichrysum is really, really wonderful for the skin and helping heal if you have open wounds and helping to stop bleeding. So this vanilla is suggested we use it with frankincense and jasmine on our face in our facial products. So how amazing is that? Just a drop or two, right? Coffee and tea, pairing it with florals and wood oils. Oh yeah, it's just, yeah. So, and
it doesn't smell like all those sickly vanilla lotions and candles, which, I mean, honestly, I shouldn't say that because a lot of people do like them. Yeah. I really don't like that. But I think it's like you said, Gina, it's because I could probably I could sense the synthetics in it. And that's probably what I didn't like, not really vanilla, but of all the lotions and things that you can or have bought in the past, which I'm sure most of us don't do anymore, but that vanilla smell isn't like what this vanilla is. This is more like when you're making vanilla cupcakes, like a real high quality cupcake or something. It's that vanilla. It's gentle, it's light, it's sweet, but it's lovely. It's really lovely. I'm gonna go get some in a minute. Yeah.
And it's like when you are baking and you open like a really good quality, vanilla to put in, and you just smell it and you want to eat it, and then you taste it and you're like, oh, no. But the smell is just intoxicating. So it's delicious.
You got to get yourself one of these, definitely.
Absolutely. Good for the holidays.
All right.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about Tulsi, which is holy basil. So it's a different basil than our typical basil oil that we have, the green basil oil. It has a calming aroma, may help with oral hygiene. So they talked about using this as, with water as a mouthwash. Also may support the appearance of healthy skin. But what was really cool about it is the studies have shown that this is a really good oil for supporting our cells. It's adaptogenic, so it supports proper cell function. So, I mean, that to me, I don't know if, you all have heard the story, but I came into all of these essential oils in this world because my dad and stepdad had cancer. And so to me, cell health is just, I'm always thinking about cell health because I want to avoid that C word. So anything that helps my cells with proper cell function is a winner for me. So this is great to diffuse, to put in your lotions, to put in your, just like a moisturizer, and also for the for the oil hygiene. I think I'm definitely going to add that because, that's something I need to work on probably as my.
Yeah, he was talking about it like put it alongside all those big hitters like frankincense and rose and copaiba, lavender. It's got so the nice thing about holy basil, and I missed a lot of notes on this because I got some really weird text coming through at the time. Remember, Gina? So Tulsi is only aromatic and topical use, but it's for autonomic and cell support, but it's similar to frank, lavender, and copaiba, except that it has all of those benefits in one. So if you think about all the things that lavender does and how wonderful it is, and all the things that frank does, and then the little brother copaiba, they all have these great benefits and we use them all for different things. But Tulsi has all of those benefits just in one oil. So we're not saying don't use your frank and your copaiba and your lavender, but it's just a big powerhouse oil. And I think that helps you kind of conceptualize like what it can do.
Yeah. And sometimes, we want to try something different than what we always use. And so it's nice to have options.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff in the book about it as well, but too much, lots of stuff.
Maybe we could do a post on it sometime too.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, so I screenshotted this and I guess I got the it's got some extra. So these are 2 new carrier oils that have been developed, and I'm really excited about this because I use carrier oils for so many things, and I like a moisturizer. Like I've just been squirting this one on my hands and the one on the left, and just just moisturizing my skin with it. So I was excited when they came out with these 2. And then the other one on the right, I've been using like for makeup removal. So just a little dab, and I just, kind of remove the makeup.
I never knew you could do that. I was introduced to that with Gina in Utah in September. I'm like, oh, my mascara won't look at me. I look like a panda. And she's like, oh, well, just take it off with this. It's like makeup removal. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. I was blown away. You can use carrier oil to just take off your makeup on your eyes. Insane.
Yes.
I had no idea.
So I love that. I mean, I love the doTERRA coconut oil, but I am excited that they have added some different carrier oils that have a lot of really great health benefits. And so which one? Tocopherol is a vitamin E. Okay. So we all know that how good that is for our skin. Rose hip seed oil, like everyone talks about that in like the kind of beauty community, the rose hip oil. So anyway, there's 2 different concoctions here. You see, one is for sensitive skin. That one does not have the passion fruit or the jojoba or the baobab in it or the moringa. So anyway, you see they have different ingredients, but yeah, I'm really excited about more options than coconut oil, so you can use these to mix up your blends or just right on your skin. Anything you want to add? Good?
Yep. Okay. Nope.
What? Nope. All right. So.
Oh no, you said you want to add anything. I said no.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Do you want to talk about this hygge or?
Hygge. So this oil is, I did a post on this the other day and I forget what I typed up and found and typed and copied, and but it basically was designed to feel like a comfy warm blanket. And so it's like a comforting kind of cozy collection of oils. It's woodsy, definitely woodsy, and it's specifically designed to be diffused. I've had it going a few days, and I didn't love it from the bottle, but I don't mind it actually when I'm diffusing it. It does smell good in the open space, So I've got a lot of people actually interested in trying this one as well. This one's available right now, but only for a limited time while supplies last. So if you do want to try it, you should probably get it. And if you like it, you should get another one because it's not going to be available. Have you had it going, Gina?
I have. And I do like it. It is like a nice fall as our weather is changing. It's just woodsy, like you said, but then there's the hints of citrus with the wild orange. So it is nice. It is. It is. But I
It
had.
is nice. It is. It's just nice.
Hmm.
It's just nice. You should get it. You should get it. I'm trying to see if I have any other information on it, but I don't think I do.
And
No.
then the Abōde essential oil, it's a refreshing blend. So powerful cleaning essential oils, keeps your home smelling clean, fresh citrus aroma. So these are the ingredients. There's lime, litsea, cassia, lemon eucalyptus, tea tree, arbor vitae, kochi eucalyptus, cilantro, lavender, and lemon myrtle. So yes, very clean scent. And it's a lot like the, it is the scent for the Abōde cleaning line. So, and we're going to talk about that more soon. But yeah, this is a great one to diffuse or make like a cleaning spray, your own cleaning spray, or a room deodorizing spray. And I think people are going to really like this scent because it is so clean and refreshing. Smells like,
it is clean. It's so I love it.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I keep sticking. I think I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Go on. Go.
Oh, I think I'm a little delayed, so I keep interrupting you partway through when it looks like you stopped and then you hadn't. But I'm sorry. Anyway, so the Abōde oil, they almost didn't they say they're going to call this an H category? So they're coming up with a new category of oils. We've already got the aromatic, we've got topical, we've got internal, and then they're going to come up with an H. Or if you're in England, we say H. And this is going to be a whole new category specifically designed for the home. And so Abōde it's got all of the oils that have all of the cleaning and cleansing properties that you would want to put on any kind of counter and surface and floor and wall of your house. It's going to be the On Guard alternative and a comparison kind of product. So I'm not worried. I don't think On Guard's leaving us. Well, On Guard can't leave us.
It will never.
It's just that it will never. But this is more targeted to your home, whereas On Guard is obviously immunity, right? I mean, when it comes down to it, we're using On Guard. The cleaners and everything are great, but it's the immunity that we're looking for from the On Guard. Yeah. And so, yeah, I like this. I love On Guard, but it's not something I actively diffuse unless somebody's sick. But when you have cleaned your bathroom with Abōde and then you stick your diffuser on, it smells clean, like clinical clean. Mm-hmm. I just like it. It's like a more sanitary smell.
Yes,
it's clean.
And I think a lot of people don't feel like their house is clean unless they have that smell. So I think a lot of people are going to be really happy with this line for sure.
Definitely. They did over 100 experiments with 36 different oils and 5 different strengths of bacteria. And that's how they came up with that list of the lime, the litsea, the cassia, the tea tree, arbor vitae, all those. So they did over 100 experiments to make sure that they had the correct lineup.
Oh, that's right. That study was really cool with all the Petri dishes. And oh yeah, we'll have to post some of those images for sure.
Yeah, that was insane.
I'm glad. And so here we have the new line, Abōde. And it's funny because Ava's friend, who is a guy, he's an 18-year-old guy, 17 probably, came into our bathroom and used the hand wash dispenser, the foaming hand wash dispenser. And he was like,
so nice.
He's like, Ava, I need that. Can you get me one of those? And he's a 17-year-old boy. But he's like, it's just so silky when it comes out. He's like, and he just like went off about this bottle and I just have the On Guard in there for now because I wanted to use my On Guard up. So anyway, it works with On Guard, and we also have the Citrus Bloom scent that will go in there. So I love that for, it's kind of springy. So that's why I use the On Guard as well, because I'm like, it's fall. But anyway, even 17-year-old boys.
It's just nice to have an alternative. It's just nice.
Yeah. The bottles are beautiful. The whole development of this line is about the packaging. We, as wellness advocates, I've seen it over and over that people are like, cut down the packaging, make the packaging more sustainable. We need recyclable, like that was a huge, huge ask from so many people. And so doTERRA really delivered on this one. So they are using aluminum, which is the most recycled material, the most reusable material. It can just last forever, really. So your refills for the soaps will come in aluminum bottles. The few pouches that we have here, where the dishwashing pods and the laundry pods come in post-consumable, recyclable material. So it was a huge, this whole line was developed around that, being sustainable and being recyclable and cutting down, like, so you see the little bottle here of the surface cleanser that is a concentrate. So they're not shipping you water, right? And not paying and not using resources to ship something that they don't need to ship. So they worked really hard, and I think they did a really great job. And the bottles really are beautiful and, working really nicely as well.
Yeah, it's stunning. And I have to say, I have to echo what you're saying, Gina, because so many people were loving the products, and but it was the packaging. It was so bulky, and they've really done a fabulous job with this. And I lost connection somehow, and so I'm just hopping back on again. Sorry, and I've had to turn my video off because I can't seem to keep sticking, and I have no idea what's happening. So I thought if I take my video off, it might help. But did you tell them that all of the products are going to eventually be packaged like this? That everything's going to transition to aluminum bottles and this recycled material, the glass bottles, things like that. So they're just being conscious of the carbon footprint, and it's about time. It's about time. Yeah. We're big, we're successful. Let's do the right thing as well. And they're definitely doing the right thing. So yeah.
And it is exciting. Okay, so when I opened some of these things and started cleaning, I'm going to share my 2 favorite items so far. It was like this whole brand new world. I was like excited to try them and use them because it's something different and it's new, and they work really well. So we'll talk more.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
And here's my 2 favorite products. Okay, so I posted this in my group, but if you talk to my kids, they know how picky I am about my cleaning products. And I make my own dishwashing soap because I want it to have very few ingredients. I want it to be as clean as possible. And they're like, Mom, like this it's not cutting it. And I was like, yes, it does. I do a lot of dishes and it works for me. But my daughter literally bought her own dishwashing soap that she uses. So it's just kind of funny. But anyway, I'm like, Ava, do you like it? She's like, yeah, Mom, it works. But so I'm very.
Right, it works. It does. Ava, I'm with you, girl. I tried your mom's recipe and it didn't work for me either. I am with you, honey.
Okay, so my 2 favorites so far, well, I do love the dish soap, but the surface spray makes my sinks shine. And I just have the white porcelain sinks, but wow, there's a certain shine that I haven't seen in a while with this surface spray. And so I'm really enjoying using that. The dishwasher pods, again, I have searched and I buy them from this health food store, and our dishes were starting to come out real. We have hard water, so they were starting to come out real kind of like not shiny, and so I would like kind of rinse them and dry them and scrape off the hard water stains. But these so far, after the second wash, my glasses are now clear again. So that's really exciting. And they have a nice citrus smell, and you just feel good about using, a non-toxic natural product.
Before you move on,
Yes.
I just want to say, so the dishwasher pod's hilarious at my house. So I was not buying my other pods from a health food shop. I was buying them from Costco. And Phil, now when he opens the dishwasher, he doesn't know if it's clean or not because he can't smell the dishwasher tab smell from the old ones that I was using. You could smell it and be like, oh, it's clean because I can smell that smell. These don't leave that scent. So gosh knows what we've been eating off our plates from those other ones, but these ones are definitely leaving it clean. But I do say it's going to impact my electric bill because Phil often puts them back in sets it going again. And I'm like, they're clean. So he just doesn't realize, which is funny. And then the cleaner, I love the surface spray cleaner. It's the one that it comes in a very small glass bottle, and it's said to use the entire bottle in your surface spray. I don't think you need to. I know that Annie didn't. She did about half of it, and she said it was fine. And so what I've been doing since is when I get partway down it, I've been retopping it up with more water. I think it could last you a little while, and I'm annoyed now because I can't try that concentrate in my floor mop because I don't have any, right?
Oh, gotcha. Because you'd have to pour it right in.
Yeah, I poured it all in. I just followed the directions that the lady said at convention and realized after the fact that was not necessary. Yeah. Like you could have skipped and scraped there a little bit,
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to jump in on that.
I'm glad you did. Okay, this is a random slide. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about from this?
Oh, let me see. Well, I had written down here, we have an average of 60 toxic chemicals in the home. And if you implement one or all of these products, you're really going to help yourself by doing that. Let me see. Oh, the lotion.
Yep.
Gina, do you love the lotion, the hand lotion?
I do.
Oh my goodness. So I love all of dōTERRA's products, and I'm going to use them whether I like them or not, because I just love to partner with this company, right? But their body lotions are a little thick for me. They don't seem to soak in very well on my skin. But this hand lotion, it's silky and light, and it soaks straight in. I've started using it as a full-on body lotion. It works wonderful. Yeah. It's so nice. It's so nice. I know that I believe there's a little bit of a delay on the release of the hand lotion and the soap. But I'm sure it's going to come in the next week or two, because it was all supposed to release on the 1st, and I know there's a little hold on those. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it stuck it on a cargo ship, and it can't get into the dock, or I don't know.
We flew over Long Beach Harbor recently, and I saw all the container ships out there waiting to go in. It's crazy. There were I don't know, 60 of them or 50 or yeah. It's really
insane. It's insane right now. And what can you do? But so there's just a little bit of a delay, and I don't know whether that is directly correlated or not, but I do know that distribution and it's a problem for every company around the world at the moment. They're all having issues. So all I can assume is that might be part of the problem. Yeah. I do love that. But you can still get it if do you talk later about the kit?
No, I was just going to say that. So go ahead.
Yeah, so if you do want it, which I highly recommend you do, instead of ordering your usual stuff this month, if you can manage, throw a kit on your LRP, because while supplies last, because there's a convention tour going on, you can actually get the kit for the same price I think that we got it, like $172. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know the price, but you can get it. Gina's on it. She's going to find it. You can get the kit and it'll have everything in there. The only thing is the laundry pods and the dishwasher pods are like a miniature version, so there's not very many in there. And all you have to do to get the kit on your LRP is just put one other product in there. So like an On Guard hand sanitizing spray, or a toothpaste, or a lip balm, something little, or even whatever you want, really. I'm just trying to save you a bit of cash. But then just throw the kit into your cart and get it. And I believe there's a $200 a 200 PV promotion this month as well, Gina.
Oh.
So actually, I think this is worth about 175 PV. And so then if you put another 25 PV in there, so you do a 200 PV order, I think you get like a deep blue rub for free, Copaiba soft gels. I can't remember what it is. I really should know, but there's an entire promotion this month for 200 PV. So you wouldn't need to add a lot to the kit to get all those freebies as well. Yeah. I'm quite sure Paige is already on her account, logging in and figuring it out.
Sure.
So it's $198.50 wholesale. You can add the bottles on for $28. The 4 different.
Do it. Do it. Yes, the bottles.
Available unless you buy the kit right now, unfortunately. So I suggest everyone gets the kit. You save $120. And when you say that, you know, the pods are sample size, you're still getting probably 15 to 20. So it's definitely.
Nah, there wasn't that many in there.
Oh, really? 10?
Really?
I don't know, 15.
Maybe 10? I'm gonna look.
Okay, you look. All right. Well, anyway.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, you're right. It says. Oh no, 10. Yeah, it says 10.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm not going in the kitchen, but the laundry pods there was only 10.
Okay.
And so if you're doing this, but if you know you're going to love them, buy the big bag as well, you know. But does the kit come with the osmanthus?
I believe it does. Yeah.
That we got. Is it the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an oil in there that you can't get anywhere else. I'm gutted because I've decided it's my new favorite thing. It's called osmanthus, and it is that secret ingredient that's in Beautiful, that Beautiful blend. It's so good. It's very light, very floral. It's yummy. You've got to get it.
I do. I love it.
Somebody's feeling better.
All right. I thought this was really interesting as we were walking around the dōTERRA showcase. This just showed kind of comparing the nutrients with like whole food, what you're getting in the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which you all know I just swear by. But
Nina has a love affair with the Lifelong Vitality Pack.
Broccoli, peppers, carrots, oranges, blueberries, edamame. So all these different things. Anyway.
Amazing.
I thought it was interesting. Okay. So a few more takeaways. One of the ones that we watched this, presentation by a woman, and I'm going to draw a blank on her name, but it was all about like the adulteration of oils and I'll find her name.
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep talking. I might know.
Okay, it's Laura Jacobs. So her talk was on why does purity matter? And so she talked, and it was a really great presentation. And maybe we can find that and kind of share more about that. But one thing she said was that human cells know the difference between a natural and a synthetically constructed or adulterated oil. And so that, again, like I'm a cell girl because of what I've been through with the cancer and stuff. So, and I completely agree that human cells, they know. So it's just so important for us to put good, healthy, natural things in without those synthetics and without, any funky junk. Another that I thought was really cool, we listened to an epigenetics talk, and this woman.
Now you're sounding fancy, Gina.
She loves her epigenetics. But anyway, one thing that stuck out with me there was our ancestors were exposed to many, many healthy plant chemicals daily because they were farming and they were, gardening, and they had their hands in the dirt, right? And they were picking their food and gathering and all that. Well, we are exposed to very few because how many of us have a garden? I mean, there's a good amount of us that have a garden, but are you out there every day tending your garden, getting your hands in the dirt and touching those plants and all that? Not as much. And we are exposed to thousands of synthetic chemicals daily, and our cells are suffering. And the big C word is so prevalent. And this is because we are we have this synthetic stuff in our homes and in our bodies, and you know, we can only process so much of it out, and it's getting stuck in there and it's affecting our bodies. So I thought this was really cool, and it made me think. And so our essential oils that we are putting on our skin and we are diffusing daily, they are filled with all those healthy plant chemicals. And so if we're using our essential oils, I feel really good about, you know, putting those on my skin daily because I know it's good for my cells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
yes, what she said.
the last thing that I was looking through my notes, and we watched this presentation on hormonal health, and so this woman, I'm trying to get out of that bright sun. This woman said that 80% of women suffer from hormonal imbalance, and this is largely due to toxins and stress, diet. And so again, like Bex and I always talk about, decreasing our toxic load by changing out our home products, by changing out your beauty products, your skincare, your soaps, your candles, changing little things out little by little is going to help decrease your toxic load. And then, and then supporting your hormones with natural products, you know, rubbing those oils on, and, you know, and we could go into a whole hormonal presentation as well, and we will. But I thought that was, you know, 80%. That's a big group.
Yeah. She also said the average woman is exposed to 167 chemicals just on her face routine in a morning. 167.
That's crazy.
And you've got to, I mean, we're all exposed to chemicals all day long. Like, we live in a toxic soup. There's really not much we can do about things that are around us, right? But one thing you can do is try natural products for your skincare routine, for your lawn, like, and like we've just been saying, like for your laundry and for your cleaners and all, you know, and but 167 chemicals just on your daily facial regime. Like, and I mean, obviously that's everything from washing your face to moisturizing, and then the makeup that you're using. And I'm not the best with the makeup thing. I just use something from Europe because I feel it's at least a little bit safer than American stuff, but that's it. Yeah, I don't do the crunchy or anything like that yet. I probably should.
Well, and a lot of people like, you know, the like 10-step beauty regime, and my skin doesn't need that. It needs a little, you know, hydration oil and some essential oils thrown in there, and it's happy. So you can simplify, and I think, you know, many people will find that their skin will be happy, but it's a process. You know, and you can't, you know, we're not expecting everyone to just switch it out like that, but it's a process, and got to start somewhere.
Yep, definitely.
I think that was it.
That's a wrap, folks. It is. Look out for, there's going to be a documentary actually coming out, which is going to be phenomenal. It's all about how they built a hospital in Somaliland, over on the east coast of Africa, and on the east coast of the country. There's a place called Sanag, which is where we get most of our frankincense and myrrh from. And all of these farmers, they would like basically sleep and rest in caves in between harvesting. There's no medical help over there. There's no medical facility on that side of the country. And so they built a hospital in a very derelict kind of place, a dangerous area, really. It's within a compound. It's safe. It's servicing thousands and thousands of people, and it's just changing the trajectory of the standard of living for the people who. And you don't have to be a frankincense farmer to get into the hospital. That's not the way it is, and that's not the way that dōTERRA works. But that's what they invest their money in. So just remember that every bottle of oil that you buy, the global impacts that it's having, and dōTERRA are just making a difference.
Yeah, I mean, they see where there's a need, and they work to fix it, and by bringing water to villages that don't have a pure water.
That was right, in Haiti, where we get our helichrysum from. Yeah, they did. And it took them. They've had many failed attempts, very expensive failed attempts, but now they've done it.
Yeah.
They've nailed it. So
it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really cool. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in, and please always ask us questions, and we're here for you. We will see you.
We're here. Bye.
Bye, Paige. Thanks.
Bye.